issue if you talk about the Russian assets. Is it legal? What are you based on? On which article, in which treaty are you based on? Are you basing your decision on to go forward on taking the assets? Then there are a few more problems that need to be solved. The next one is probably the most important one, and you don't have to take it from me. We had the good fortune of having Christine Lagarde present at the Council together with Patrick Donoghue to give the semestral review on the Eurozone and the situation, the economic situation on the Eurozone and our monetary situation of the Eurozone. And of course, this was the opportunity to ask Christine Lagarde, how do you see this? The idea of taking money that is on your balance, ECB balance, using it for something else, is this possible? And she said, well, it can be done. She didn't, of course, she's not a lawyer. She did not say it's legal or it's illegal. It can be done, but there is one very important condition, and that is that the cash needs to be guaranteed the moment that Russia can actually claim the money for whatever reason, because a court decided so, the sanctions are lifted, there is a peace treaty that does not obligate Russia to pay back, there's a peace plan. You could read Truth Social. Mr. Trump has a 12-point plan. In that plan, you see that the money has to return to Russia. Literally, it has to return to Russia. 300 billion of immobilized assets, that's probably a figure worldwide, have to return to Russia, and then Russia has to pay Ukraine for the damage. Well, in the hypothesis that Mr. Trump, who is a very strong man, gets this done in a year, then the cash needs to be there immediately. So in case the Russian claim becomes tangible, for whatever reason, you need in a very short amount of time to be able to guarantee that the cash is there. This is of course a problem. If you take the cash and you give it to the Ukraine, the cash is gone. It's not there anymore. So somebody needs to guarantee the moment it goes wrong, then in a very short amount of time, 140, 160, it depends on how much you use. The money that you've used, let's say 140, that's the figure I've been reading, 140, that you need to put 140 billion euros on the table immediately. And these guarantees have to be not vague, but concrete, because of course the markets are watching. And if they see, you take out of Euroclear 140 billion, you start doing things with that, but you do not have a backstop for that in cash. There's no solution for your guarantee. There's no real solution. Then there will be a market reaction. Then you will undermine the trust in Euroclear as a financial institution. The Euroclear holds trillions of euros in reserve. If there is a breach in the trust in the financial system, there will be very heavy consequences for our financial system and even for the Eurozone. So that guarantee has to be very, very solid. And that is, of course, a big question. Who's going to give that guarantee? Is it the member states? It's a question. I asked my colleagues, is it you? Is it the member states? Because the European Commission can make an ordinance saying we will take the money, but the European Commission cannot obligate a member state to sign a guarantee. That's a sovereign competence, which means that everybody has to put a signature on a paper saying, I'm responsible for X% of that operation, and the moment it goes wrong, I will immediately pay the amount of cash if it's needed. I asked my colleagues who is ready, willing and able to sign that. Because you take the money from my country, it goes wrong. I am not able, certainly not willing, but even not able to, in a week's time, pay 140 billion euros out of Belgium's rich and full pockets. We're not able to do so, so I would imagine that everybody who's really for this decision, really wants to make it happen, also is ready, willing, and able to sign the guarantee so that I can sleep quietly at night, knowing that if it goes wrong, if it goes sour, that the solidarity will make that the money is actually there. This question was not answered with a tsunami of enthusiasm around the table. I think maybe colleagues are reflecting on this now and know that certainly after Christine Lagarde confirmed that this is the case, the guarantees have to be there, they have to be concrete, they have to be immediate. So they heard it from Christine Lagarde, so I guess they all went home reflecting on this, saying, if we move forward on the Russian money, I actually morally am obligated to go before my parliament and say, if this goes wrong, we also have a problem, and I had to put my signature on a document for these guarantees. If it's not from the member states that this guarantee will come, it is for me a question mark from where else it could come. I have no answer to this question, and I did not receive an answer to that question, although it's an important one. That's the second problem, the guarantees. Then there is a third problem that